developer. Yeah. So now, meanwhile, for the benefit of those who are not connected to this meeting, we'll be starting up a recording of this meeting so that once we are done, we can also share the recording with everyone. Okay. Yeah. So web development, like I was saying previously, it has to do with front end, okay, and back end. So a front end developer is someone who develops things that have to do with the front end, which I'm going to explain to us. Why a backend developer is what? A developer who deals just with the back end, understand? But then if you are doing the front end and back end, okay, someone said my voice is low. I think let me increase my volume a little bit. Okay. Can you hear me now? Is it clearer now? I guess my voice is clearer now, right? Hello? Yeah, it's louder. Okay, all right. So now, as I was saying, so web development is in two phases, okay? Front end development and back end development, okay? Now, someone can be a front end developer while another person is a back end developer, okay? So but when someone is into front-end development and back-end development, the person is called a full stack developer. All right. And it takes a lot to become a full stack developer. Okay. Means that you have to learn front-end development. And after that, you learn back-end development. And combining the two together, you can now call yourself a full stack web developer, meaning that you can build front-end projects and back-end projects. You understand? Okay. Now, in front-end development simply means to develop or build web applications or websites that users can see and interact with. Okay. For example, when you pick up your phone or your laptop and you start browsing, all those websites and web applications that you access on the internet, they are built by web developers. Okay. Even your banking application, e-commerce applications like Amazon, AliExpress, Alibaba, a lot of all these e-commerce websites or web applications, they are built by web developers. Okay. So in fact, practically everything you do on your mobile phone or on your laptop, as far as it has to do with the internet, you have to connect to the internet to access a certain website or a certain web application. All those things you are accessing are what? Built by web developers. Okay. So now a front-end web developer is someone who builds those ones that you can physically see and interact with. For example, when you come to a website, you will see buttons, you will see input fields, you will see a lot of things that you interact with. Okay. So all of these things are front end that all these things are front end elements that the user can interact with. Okay. While the back end are the things that happens behind that people don't see. They are actually the things that maybe makes the development do some certain functionalities that may not be seen with the physical eye. Okay. Now, let me give us a physical example. For example, if you come to your house, you have your bulb, you have your switch, you have the electricity connected. All you just need to do is go to the switch and turn on the light. And when you look at the bulb, you will see that there is light already. So those ones that you can physically see and interact with are the front end in this scenario, all right? While the back end can be said to be the electricity that flows in those wires that you cannot see, you know, the configuration, the principles, the laws, all of those things that makes the light to actually shine, they have to do with the back end, you understand? So now in this course, we know that to learn front end development and back end development is not something so very easy. And at the same time, we also find out that if you are just a front-end developer, you might be limited because after building some front-end projects, you might then need a back-end developer to build the back-end for you. So that when you now integrate both the front-end and a back-end, you will now have what, a full application. All right. So now this program is now designed to make it easy such that you will be treating the front-end web development fully. We will teach you the tools that are involved in this, like the HTML, the CSS, the JavaScript. Then we now move into the frameworks like React JavaScript, okay? We will teach you about the hosting and domain, you understand? Because when you finish building a project, for people to see it on the internet, you have to go through what hosting. It has to be hosted. You understand? Then we teach you also some collaboration platforms like GitHub. Okay. Now, after going through all of this, which takes people a lot of time to learn, like lots of modes. Actually, it could even take some people like years to learn just this part that I just mentioned, you understand? But this program is designed to simplify them and make it hands-on and what easy for you to flow with, okay? Then after this front end, you will now be given what back end training as a bonus. But the structure of the back end will be implemented with what? Artificial intelligence to help you generate what? The back end scripts that will perform the back end functionalities for you so that when you finish building a project, you can also what? Implement back end to it so that you can what? Have what? A full working application whenever you finish building any project by your clients. You understand? So that is it about the web development aspect of this program. Okay. Then the next is the product design. All right. Some of us might have heard of product design. Okay. Now, a product designer is a professional who deals with developers, who works with developers. In fact, the work of a product designer is to manage the development process. That is the development process from the time of conception to the time of completion of a particular project. For example, we know that we have several digital products out there already, like all the websites and web applications that people use these days. There are the digital products that are on the web now, like your banking applications, e-commerce websites, you understand, hospital booking websites, and all of those stuff, you know. There are reservation, hotel booking websites, all these are web applications, you know. Now, and you know that the owners, these applications are owned by people, by companies, by big companies. They've invested a lot in each of these projects, and this project fetches them a lot of money. Okay. Now, the work of a product designer is to manage the designing of a product from the start to the finish. For example, the owner of a company might want to bring a digital product to life. Now, it is the work of the product designer to first understand the idea of this investor or client, okay? And then he then performs market researches, or what we know as user research, so that he will find out, that the product designer will find out the possibilities, or let me say, the challenges and the possibilities that this product will have when it comes out live, to know, okay, is people going to patronize us when we bring this product to life, or what are the things that we need to implement in this product that is of their need to the masses or to the users. And then you also find out, are there other similar products in the market already, so that we can know how to make our own unique, such that when it comes out, it will have what? A unique selling point. It will have something that makes it unique from other products, so that it won't just be like another new product. You understand? Because in the market, there are a lot of digital products in your application. You know, for example, in the social medias, like Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, TikTok, and all of these things. So these are all different digital products, you understand? But you find out that each of these platforms, they have unique things that makes them unique from each other, that makes people to go for each of them for certain purposes, you see. So all these are done by what? The product designers. Now, after doing all of this, after carrying out the user experience research, they will now come and design, and they'll now come and design the UI. Now, what we mean by the UI is what? The user interface. That is, the user interface is the physical aspect of those applications that users see and interact with when they start navigating the website or the application. So the product designer will design it with some certain tools, like Figma, for example. Figma is one of the most popular tools for that, you understand? So it will be designed so that we will see, okay, how it's going to look like. Now, this design is not actually a functional design yet. You know, the product designer will now make the design so that you position the buttons, the texts, you know, the icons, the layout, the colors, because there are some certain colors that you know, may not really be good for the eye. You understand? Because if you're looking at your phone 247 all the time, the radiation that goes into the eye might affect some people. You see, so all of these things are the things that the product designer will do. And then he will design the interface, design all the pages, each and every of the page in that project will be designed by the product designer. Okay. Then after that, he will now collaborate with the web developers to start building those pages. Now, the web developer will now build the page and bring it to life. Will build the product and bring it to life, and then it will start working. So that when you pick up your phone to transfer money, the money will actually leave your account and come into your friend's account. You understand? And it is working. Okay. So that is it about the product designer. Then here, lastly, I now put for us here HTML and CSS. Now, HTML and CSS is simply used for building UIs by web developers, but it is an addition that we've added here for product designers, because we've seen that in some job interviews, they normally give preference to product designers who also have knowledge of HTML and CSS. All right. Okay. Then the next one is a graphics design. So this one is not so much new. Most of us, you know, we've heard about graphics design, you know, yeah. So graphics designs is about what? Developing or designing graphics, you understand, that are used for several purposes. For example, for adverts, for branding, you know, by companies, or, you know, whatever purpose the design is for. Okay. So we will, you know, be taking you through that. And there are tools that are used for that, like the Coral Draw. I know a lot of us must have heard about it. but there is actually deep. You can use it to, develop a lot of things. You can design billboards, you can design t-shirt brandings for companies, you can design logos, a lot of things, and then Photoshop. So these are the packages in the program, okay? And then we move over to the next, which is what we call mentorship for life, okay? So this one is that after the program, you might be getting more jobs. Okay, our product manager will be talking to us more about the mentorship for life. Okay, yeah, over to you, please.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Victor, for this section. Okay, regarding the mentorship for life, you know that after learning this tech skill, you will actually be getting jobs and gigs, okay? And because you're just new in the industry, you might actually be okay. I think someone is in the waiting room. Can you please accept the person?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. All right, so after the program, you actually be getting jobs and gigs, okay, which will actually require you to start working on. And because you're new in the industry, you might actually be scared of, accepting gigs or jobs. But because we have mentors, okay, in our team that are really going to take your hands, all right, so they will actually mentor you and assist you in handling any jobs. Maybe like you have a website for a company that you want to build. So we'll actually hold your hands to actually help you do this. Okay, please help me with the next slide. Thank you. Okay, for you to actually proceed with this training, these are the materials you need, okay, which is your laptop or your desktop, and then internet access, all right, because you need these things to actually dive into these tech skills, all right. So we are just giving you the opportunity so that if you don't have them, you can start now to start acquiring them before we start the training, okay. All right, so the next slide is the benefits. The benefits of completing this program, of course, you know that tech skill is something that you can actually work from home, and you can actually do it from any country that you are or anywhere you are, which this tech skill will be working for people abroad or in your country or anywhere that you are. And some of these people pay in different currencies because you're working for white people. They will actually pay you in dollars or in any currency or in naira or any currency that you are. Okay, and tech skill is actually never outdated because the world is actually going digital. Okay, so the best career to dive into is actually tech skills. All right. And also, when you actually build a very good product, you get sponsors. All right. You actually get sponsors for your products. Recently, we actually attended a hackathon for tech skilled people. Okay. In this hackathon, a lot of us came with different products, like banking apps or e-commerce websites, and then they were sponsors like investors there. They were actually giving out like millions because of these products. All right. So these are just the opportunities you get to, have. And then sometimes also when you might be working for a company abroad, and when they see that you're good, some of them can even sponsor your visa and even your flight for you to actually come over and start working with them. All right. And this tech skill give you freedom to run your other businesses. Okay. It's not something that will actually hold you. Like for me, I just stay at home and then I do my skill because I handle a lot of projects. Okay. I just stay at home and do them. And I still have physical businesses that I also handle. So that's just the thing. Okay. Please, next slide. Let's see. Okay, regarding the what of the training, okay, because this is a web development training, all right, and then the product design and then the graphic design. This product actually worth 250K in Naira, and then 150 USD dollars, okay, because these skills are highly tech skill programs, okay, that when you go to other places for you to learn them, they will actually charge you so much, okay, but because we just want to empower like more people to actually have this test skill, we decided to reduce the prices, okay, to just 50,000 naira for naira, okay, and then for dollars, we can actually see it from the slide there. So, and these prices will actually increase after this cohort, okay. So, if you're really interested in learning a test skill, this is the best time to do that, okay. So that is just it. All right, next slide, please. Okay, next slide is the registration process. Okay, I think Mr. Victor will continue from here.
Okay, okay, so I'm going to be taking us through the registration steps, okay? Now, it's very easy. I believe we can all see the screen. So all you need to do is we'll be sharing the link, the registration link on the group, okay? So when you click the link for registration, so for example, I'm going to click the link, the registration link. Just let me open it. Now, the registration link will be taking you to our website, okay? Just saying, so let me all right. So I believe we can still see the screen, right? Yeah, we can see my screen. Okay. So
Yes, we can see the screen.
when you
Not that
come to
big.
the registration to our website, we'll be sharing the link on the group, okay? I'm gonna load it here. So you can see a Digital Premium Tech website. So the registration link will be showing you this page. You can see this page, training registration. Okay. Now all you need to do is just a second before we proceed. This meeting is going to be ending in 4 minutes time. Okay. So once it is 4 minutes, it's going to end, and then we'll be sharing another link for us to log in again. Okay. We're almost through, so that if you have any question, you can also ask. You understand? All right. So let's go back to this. So here you just need to fill your details, okay? Your name, email, phone number, state, country, address, okay? And select the course. So for example, I'm going to just put in some details here. Then you select the course. You can see web development, graphics design, or product design. So when you click on web development, for example, it shows you the fee here, automatic, and then click on I agree to the terms and conditions. And then here you can see the two payment options. For those of us in Nigeria, the first payment option is recommended, okay? While those outside of Nigeria, the second payment method is recommended, okay? So for example, I select the first method, so I'll just click on register and follow suit, all right? Just follow the prompts on the page. It's loading the interface for the payments. Okay, so here now, once this opens, you can choose to pay by your card. It's selected on card, or you can choose to pay by transfer. Okay, when you click on transfer, it's going to generate an account number for you. This account number will expire in 30 minutes. Okay, so all you just need to do is just to copy this account number, go to your bank app and transfer the money. And once you do that, you come back here, just minimize this window, go to your banking app and transfer the money. And then once you finish, you come back here and click on I have sent the money, and then the payment will complete. Or sometimes it will detect it automatic and proceed. All right. Or if you want to enter your card detail, you can just choose card and then proceed. So these other payment methods are not that popular for a lot of people. Okay. Okay, so now let me cancel this. So for those outside of Nigeria, you just select the second option and click on register and then follow suit. Okay, it will open this page for you to enter your registration. I'll just wait for the page to load. I think it seems my network is somehow slow. Okay, the page is still loading. I think my network is somehow slow. Let me just go back anyways. Yeah. So, but for those of you outside in Nigeria, just select this option, okay? And wait for it. Just wait for the page to load and then follow suit and complete the payment. It's very simple, okay? So that is it about the payments. Yeah. So I'm gonna go back to the slide. All right. So that's it about the registration process. Okay. So now it's time for questions and answers. So if you have any question, anything you require clarification about, you can ask. Meanwhile, the meeting is ending in less than 1 minute. So once it ends automatic now, just let's log in again with another link